Hey, this is Not Ashamed Gaming, taking a look at Tribend Speedway today. So let's first go ahead and start off with some of the issues I've seen. This is one of the issues. If you can pay attention to that yellow car,
This is
there are
so dumb. Some
numerous
of these cars
spots
are
on this track where cars are flipping and rolling, and they end up just continuing on and flying around a corner, which can create issues if you're trying to race because you honestly don't know where they're at on the track. It's created an issue for me. I've wrecked once or twice because I can't figure out where the cars are at. But this is something definitely Bugbear needs to work on, and I don't know if it has anything to do with those barriers. But the AIs can run through it. But if you see right there, we're susceptible to them. So that's a look at the barriers right there, which I love the barriers and the craziness that it caused. But you see right there, they're sticking out onto the track just a little bit, and even when they're busted, you still hit it and you go flying like that. Here's another one right here. See, I'm on the track trying to make a turn and I hit and part of a barrier that's already been busted. So another part that I got issues with is on the wild circuit right here, the jump. This barrier right here, I don't think it's doing what Bugbear intended it for it to do. There are cars that are flying off the track, and I don't think this is what Bugbear was going for, honestly. Uh, they're jumping over that ramp right there, which is awesome, but then they're hitting that little bump and they're flying over the fence, and I think it's not necessary. Is it cool to watch? Yeah, maybe for a little bit, but just overdone. And then here is some of the wrecking that happens because of that, and then you have to deal with it as a driver, which is fine, but I also still think it's a little unnecessary to have that bump right there, which creates a big mess. So back to the tracks. This is Wild Circuit. I'm gonna take a trip around Wild Circuit right here. Really like this track a lot, and again, there are some issues, some maybe bugs, I guess, but I love the little S right there that they put in the curve that kind of makes you slow down and get prepared for that next jump. But the barriers are awesome. They're a cool obstacle, but I still think on parts of the track they are sticking out onto the speedway, which creates some issues. So here's an 8-lap race on Wild Circuit. I didn't quite get the audio right for some reason during the race right here with my mic, so I do apologize for that. The video's still here and the racing's still here, but this track, the Wild Circuit, is perfect. I really love the high banks. Might not be perfect for this car for the Speedbird, but there are definitely some cars that I've used that are really flying around this track. But it's a great track. Lots of chaos, and again, the Wild Circuit is one of my favorite types of tracks where it creates a survivability part to the race with the obstacles, and then you have all the different numerous cars that are in here that you got to get around, because some of the AIs have no idea how to handle this jump right here and then that bump. But enjoy the race right here, and I will get back to you on the regular Tribend Speedway, which is my next race. second place? How am I in second place? Now I'm in first place. That is crazy. Leader right in front of me. Oh my God. The finish line is right there. I just got wrecked. Still got there. Wow. It is a survival race, not necessarily a race. All right, so this next race is the regular Tribend Speedway without the jumps, but all the barriers are still there. It's a lot of fun. It's honestly a little difficult with some of the AIs in there because some of the AIs will just take off, and you gotta really hit your marks every single corner in order to be able to stay on pace with some of the cars that are up front. But again, like I said earlier, even though there's no jumps, there can still be some chaos created because some of those barriers are partly on the track, and if you're not paying attention, even though they're busted, you'll hit a corner of it and it'll send your car flying. But again, I think the audio is not great with my mic on here again, but I'm doing an 8-lapper on the regular track so you guys can take a peek at it. I'm sure you guys have played it and have your own opinions, but I do like the speed because of the high banks. I love how fast you're able to go, but you know, as we learn the track in different parts of it, I'm sure we'll all get better at it. But Tribend Speedway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wow, turn, car. There you go, Tribend Speedway. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really like the track. think it's going to grow on a lot of us. But you guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you guys out there on the track. Have a good day.